when someone has a static, rigid understanding and perspective, that's what it has to be. Like their life is them, so they are their life. So their life can't be anything else. It has to be static, rigid, dead.
I know.
So like when say the thoughts of a person are going somewhere, I guess one angle of how a person
Well, I think it's kind of, I don't know what you're going to say, but like they're creating what they're seeing, or like they're, they can't see anything else, so how are they going to have something else?
Like it's hard to find the terminology for it, but almost like, so somebody who say somebody asked that question, like somebody asked me, how are you enjoying your thoughts? Like how are your thoughts these days? And it's like, yeah, I'm enjoying them, I'm happy, whatever. Like that implies, in a way, in like some kind of offshoot way, that it is possible to change one's thoughts, or to look at the thoughts and look at how one is about those thoughts, and be like, I can change the way I am about my thoughts,
right?
And that the thoughts can change without me changing the way I am, as
Yeah.
if they are separate things and they are malleable, so that the things can go.
Uh-huh.
Which is like the willingness to change. It
Uh-huh.
is kind of loosely implied in that kind of concept, and a lot of like most of the world does not phrase things that way. Like, how are you? Are you enjoying your thoughts? And like the concept of like, hey, how are you doing? Isn't referring to how is your state of being with the contextual stuff that you're going into in the world and what you're paying attention to. The reason that phrase isn't like looked at that way is due to the lack of, not just the lack of understanding that that's possible, that thoughts are malleable and I'm malleable and those are separate entities, or like, it's a playground at all, but also because the mentality that most people do have with their thoughts is very rigid and static and dead. And when something is very rigid and static and dead, and they are exactly that, like they are their life, like how they are is rigid and static and dead, then of course it's not malleable. Of course it's not, like, even the concept of that I can change, let alone the willingness to change, can't even be there because of the rigidness of the person. That makes sense?